Yo, what is good, peeps? What's good, peeps? I just had some shrooms, so I'm just kind of rambling on and talking. What was I in the middle about talking about? That logic is not real, but then I was saying that when I say it not real, I mean, in a sense, it's an illusion. Yes, it is real. It is a conceptual idea that you can have and talk about among others, but in its entirety, can I grasp it? Can I know it's not real? It's not real. It's just everything is layered. Makes so much sense even more now. And I don't even need the shrooms to know this shit. But I don't even need. Actually, the funny thing was, I've been wanting shrooms since I was here, but I've been getting hella present in myself these last like 5 days, maybe week, 2 weeks. And I was just like, today, I'm like, man, I don't even need fucking shrooms. I don't even need shrooms to. Oh, I'm looking for my fucking debit card. Shit. Actually, you know what? I feel somebody picked it up. But I was like, being present, being in that moment. It automatically, because these are not things you need to really think about. It automatically makes you realize that you just realize more about what's around you, what you are. You know, you stop identifying yourself with I am Evan, I am Steve, I am Dilly Dog, and I have a cat and da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee. These are just more things to form on top of the said one layer. You know what I mean? So like concepts and ideas and stuff. Like here's base, nothingness, and then boop, 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 boop. You're just adding shit on top of it. Now that is a bad thing. You know, it's fun, this human game that we have. You know, it's dangerous as well. People die, lose their lives all the time in this game called life. And when I say game, I literally mean a game. It's a game. It's a game. It's a game, and people play it unknowingly all the time. It's like, think about it like this. It's a VR game. We are in a VR world. I don't think we're in a computer simulation, but it's so advanced at that point. Like, what draws the line between a computer and consciousness? You know, because consciousness, I would say, well, I don't know. It's just nothingness. Everything is just coming from this nothingness void. So when I mean real, when I say a thing isn't real, I mean that it's in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing. It's nothing. This is all nothingness. This is just an illusion. You know what I mean? But we still play the game. We still do the things. We still talk about these concepts because we make them real. Literally, we make them real. We make these concepts and all these things real. None of this shit, logic and all that shit, wouldn't be real if we didn't have a brain. If we didn't think about this stuff, if we didn't have situations where we had a brain to think about this stuff, logic wouldn't be a real thing. It's all conceptualized ideas. Everything is consciousness. Everything is base consciousness. Everything comes from consciousness, nothingness, the void. You can call it whatever the fuck you want, but it all comes from there. And you can realize this through meditation. If you want to take drugs, go ahead. You can take DMT or shrooms, but you could realize this stuff sober, and just being constantly in the present moment. Because then you can't describe something like this that's so phenomenal in words. You only feel it. You can only feel it. And that is when you start realizing things, because you feel the things. They are in your reality. You see it. And then, because then you have an understanding that I am just source occupying like a body or whatever you want to call it. And from that source, there's spirit, and there's this body, and then my bones and my personality with my brain and matched with my heart and all this stuff. And here I am. Now I'm like a fucking walking avatar and shit. Motherfucker. I gotta stop up in the store. Guys, so I leave tomorrow. I go to Seattle tomorrow, and it's the day before. I lose my debit card. I can't go if I don't got my debit card. How you doing, man? Good. Just talking to myself. Just kidding. I'm recording a video. So I can't leave if I don't have my debit card. So I'm gonna go in here. But the way I see it now, I feel so connected to everything at this point. Everything happens for a reason, whether or not you make that reason, but you're still a part of the nothingness that still creates everything. So, and there's a black cat. I don't know if that means anything. It actually can mean whatever you want. Maybe. What's up? How you doing? Because the black cat in itself is pure. Look, I'm petting it. This black cat means no harm. Means no harm to nobody. I don't know if this car is trying to get up through here or what. Anyways, I'll go inside real quick, see if they got my debit card. You guys are just gonna come with me because I don't edit my videos. I don't like cut and paste and stuff. So I'm like all creeping. Hey, did anybody drop off a blue debit card that was a PayPal card? Said Evan Kappa on it.
Let me check.
Thank
when
you.
would they have done it today? Yesterday?
Maybe 3 days. I haven't used it for like 3 days, but it's so weird. I'm like super hyper conscious right now, even how I'm speaking. Everything's just coming out. This experience is like coming from that nothingness where I'm not identifying with anything. I just am like moving this vessel, and words are coming out, but I'm in control of it happening. It's very nice, very fun. But you can experience this. You don't need to be on shrooms to experience it. Nothing? Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much. Have a good day. No slams. But yeah, what am I talking about? Consciousness, the real world, blah 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 blah. I mean, everything's real and everything's not real. There's no such thing as the real world and not. I love it when people say, hey, wake up, this isn't reality. Whose reality? Everything is perceived by the perceiver. So your reality is your own reality. Some people make millions of dollars passively. Some people are poor as fuck and they make no fucking money. Each reality sounds different to me. But I guess if you're talking in the main scheme of, oh, dude, fuck, I feel good right now. Holy shit. I feel amazing. I noticed with shrooms, because I'm so much more connected. It's interesting too. I know Leo talks about this in his God realization videos and stuff, but when you become so present, it almost is like you can feel yourself molding into reality. There we go, we're using that word, to the basis of air. Like I'm morphing with the air and I'm just becoming one with it. And I'm literally flowing through this place. But the thing is, you're not moving at all. That's the thing. That's why thoughts and stuff can travel the speed of not even light, just instant. Because there's no space to move through. We live in this air dimension. This is time and space. We move through space. In order for me to get over there, I have to move through this space in order to physically be right there. The spirit world, well, I can't speak for the spirit world itself. I don't know what's in the spirit world. But the nothingness world, that dimension, our higher selves are beyond that. We don't, the fuck? We don't need, there's no space to but then you're like, well, how can all things coexist and exist at the same time? I don't fucking know. Because wouldn't everything be like on top of each other, right? I don't know how that shit works. I don't understand that. But it's clearly too complex for our human minds to fully understand and register. Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. Damn, dude. If I can't find my PayPal card, well, sounds like I'm staying. At least I didn't make a huge scene or anything. Oh, no. I don't want to stay. I feel my body. And right now, I'm very aware of myself even more so. So if my body says no, then it means no. I must keep searching. Din, 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 din. I feel very light right now. I feel very light. This is a good fucking video. This is going to be such a good video. I'm not even upset that I don't have a lot of viewers yet, but it would be nice for a lot of people to watch my videos so they can wake up. But it doesn't matter. You could watch it. You could watch me. You could watch somebody else that just knows this stuff. It's you who knows. You just need to be waking back up to it. You just need to remember, because remember, you come from the nothing. You come from the nothing. And in that nothing, all things are from. So you just need to wake up. We're just in this physical reality. We're separated. We are, but we aren't. We are through space because we exist through time and space. That's what we are, but we're all connected. See, I hit these topics. I read about them. I watch videos about them and stuff like that. But then I actually go and live my life, and I contemplate them, and I do the teachings myself. I do meditate. I do contemplate and all that shit. And it's come to me time. at this point where like what I'm saying is like, I'm like, oh, I get it now. I understand. And me talking, I'm not like repeating. I'm kind of in the sense I'm repeating what others have said, but I'm saying it with my own words. I'm not like taking it off somebody, just like, this is the realizations I'm having. I'm like, oh, time and space doesn't exist, and this therefore da 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 da. Ah, da 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 da. So you already know, and now it makes sense. That makes sense too. The you already know aspect. You already know. You already know, but you're playing a fool's game with your mind. You're playing a fool's game with your mind, because you got up in here, and you're experiencing what we call a human shell. I don't like to call it that. I am a god. But what is a god? Is a god an all omnipotent being? Because I don't want to fucking be that. I want to be a very powerful being. I want to fly and allow my chi energy to go out like some Dragon Ball Z shit. Yes, like with a demigod or something like that. But I don't need to be an all-seeing god. No, I'm all right. But I do think it is quite limiting the term human, because it really depends on how you cognitively see the term, because human itself in the scientific, which is scientific, that's what we derive everything from, most of our language and our meanings when it comes to biology and shit. It already has its limits. It's limited within the definition. So when you limit yourself by calling yourself something like a thing, when you're already beyond all things, you have this human body to work with, and this human body, I'm calling it a human body, but you have this vessel to move in, and this vessel can do a lot of things, and even manipulate the spiritual, metaphysical world at the seams. So we are having a really cool experience, like playing a game, but it's at the end of the day, you go back to that nothingness, dog. So now when you die, see, now I can say, actually, I can't totally say what happens when you die. I think different things happen to different people, and I think different things happen to different people. That I will say. I think there's different dimensions, there's different things. There's a world, like, just think about, we're just getting plugged out. Yes, like the Matrix, I am going to use that analogy. We're getting plugged out. Huh? Oh, what the fuck? That was a crazy ass dream. That was a crazy game, man. I don't, but like, just think of it, we're getting plugged out. So after death, I have no clue what your spirit is supposed to do, brah. But even like to me, the spirits, the demons, it all comes from one source. Now, holy shit, now is there a being named Yahweh that governs the whole entire universe? There might be, but what we call God, nothingness, the void, it all came from this void, bro. I don't know. The void is not a being. The void does not walk around and talk, but it can make things. It's a void. It's just nothingness. So I don't know who God is, but because people have a cognitive viewing of God. When they hear God, they think, some people that were raised very Christian and didn't like it and stuff are usually get thrown off. They don't like it because it makes them think of a man in the sky who's telling them what they should and do with their lives and what's good and what's bad. But it's so much deeper than that. God is, clearly, yes, everything comes from nothingness, but there's clearly a force in this nothingness that was able to create all things, create every single fucking thing. So, in that sense, to start that creation process, because nothingness by itself is just nothingness. Interesting. So, I was reading Marvel, like the longest people that live in like the Marvel universe and stuff, and I feel like sometimes where ideas come from, right? Just a comic book, yeah, blah blah blah. What do they know? Where do thoughts come from, guys? We're gonna go back. This is a class. Nothingness. It all comes from nothingness, from the source. But there's layers between layers between layers. You got the spiritual world, da da da. Actually, I don't know. The spiritual world might be a different dimension, guys. Like, that's what I'm saying, right? And the void of nothingness, like, but at the same time, it still comes from nothingness. Anyways, what the fuck was my point? These shrooms are hitting me nice, bro. It's beautiful. Hold up. I gotta take a minute. This fucking... What is this? I see. I'm not gonna call it a devil piece of technology, but it is foreign to Earth. This is not from Earth, guys. This isn't from fucking Earth. This is, what the fuck do you think? Where the fuck did we make this shit? This isn't from Earth, guys. I'm like literally realizing that right now. I'm just holding it. Like, it's energy. It's like, it is energy, obviously, but this is not earthly stuff. I'm not saying that they took the iPod itself, it came about from another dimension, but the technology, guys, I've been so into me talking that I haven't even been looking for my fucking, it's clearly not here. It's happening all over again, guys. Just in right behind our scenes. Actually, it might have been happening behind the scenes back then too, but they found out, and then, you know, they talk about it. The Nephilim, you guys, they talk about it in the Bible. They talk about it in other religious texts from way back in the day, that beings came down, taught man how to make weapons, and doodly-day. Same shit is happening now. That's where we're getting all this technology from. You guys, this is like, I was talking about how it's like a big game, but this is bigger than us. And it's hitting me right now even more. Like, I'm realizing this. I feel this. I feel the smallness of what we are. And don't get fucked up by that shit. It's like, oh, we're small. We're nothing to, yes, you are nothingness. But from that nothingness and from the love energy, you can, boom, you can co-create. You guys, we are magical beings, dude. We are magical beings, guys. We are magical beings. And we have a job here to do. We just forgot what it was. But we're really magical beings, guys. These lives that we're living and stuff like that, you know, there's nothing wrong living them. Live your life. But we're so asleep that we don't understand a lot of the life that we're living is just sleep games. When there's bigger things going on. There's way bigger things going on. We're just all numb, like zombies, literally like zombies. You know, but just like, here, this is how I'm gonna explain it. So here's all of what's happening right now. There's like, you know, spiritual beings and all this type of stuff, all these things, and then government or people that are controlling the elite, the worlds, and then here's where most of people are. They're like in this box right here, and you remember we're all energetic, infinite beings. They're in this box right here. We're in this box, and we're playing these little games. We're over here playing games, going to school and doing all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. We're over here playing motherfucking games, guys. We're playing games, dude. Holy shit. I wonder if aliens did come down and they either made us or they started hunting, gathering, Adam and Eve, guys. Dude,